That sounded great.
Thanks, man.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the. I used to sing the melody to Lucia when she was still in the belly.
She was in your belly.
Not mine.
That's a scoop right there.
Wow. You know,
finally got a scoop.
I wouldn't mind being the first guy. Well, no, let me shut the hell up. That's
Dude,
a lie.
come on.
That's a lie.
Come on, you like this sick? Look at these couches. You're killing the mood, man. That's why I like to be pregnant. Sorry.
Yeah, right? I messed the whole interview up with the first. Wasn't even a question. I volunteered it. No, but I would sing that melody to her when my wife Manuela, she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And so Manuela and we wrote the lyrics together, and now I sing it to her. She falls asleep.
And she's 4 months?
She's 4.5 months now.
I have a 4-month-old son.
Shut up.
I know I do.
It's the best, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would sing that song to him, but he'd probably scream. So if you're free and you can travel to Westchester County in New York,
We can work.
I don't know. Do you work nursery rooms? I don't know.
You know what? Maybe Trump.
Yeah?
I do his nursery.
Yeah, I mean.
You know.
By the way, I guess you didn't get the memo for Dress Down Thursday, so that's cool.
But you know, like I said before, man, this is what billionaires dress like, man. So, and this is what like broke people who want to have money dress
Really?
like. Yeah.
All right. So if there's a lesson to learn there, it's that I'm poor. So talk to me about, you have the new album coming out.
Yeah.
And how do you approach a new album each time you're going out?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a lullaby. I'm sure that's totally different than some of the other songs that are on there.
Yeah. It was interesting that that's a song I did because obviously most of the record is very R&B and funky and groovy and sexy romantic stuff. But approaching this album, it was an amazing process because this was the first time that I had my own record label. This is an independent release, and for the first time I own the masters. I feel like I'm really in control, and so that really translates well into the creative process.
I bet.
You know, being on a record label earlier in my career, you know, there's kind of have creative control, but I mean, if there's somebody there who ultimately can say, nah, let's take that song and that song off, and I don't like that bit, then that's not really creative control. So just being able to just go into the studio and know that whatever I or we, my band and the partners that I did the album with, we're going to come up with, it's like whatever I want goes. I think my audience really gets the benefit of that because this album is just incredible.
And I mean, it's not like, because some people are like so strapped with their label or whatever, that once they get out from under it, it kind of feels like they're making their first album because of, you know, all the pressures and all that stuff. So it didn't feel that way with you. It just felt like, oh good, I don't have to deal with any of the other nonsense.
I felt like artistically and creatively, all the best things about my job were amplified, you know, and it's a wonderful, wonderful experience, you know. I mean, yeah, now that I own the label, I gotta write checks and pay for stuff now, but it's so worth it, and you know, it completely opens up a whole other wing of creativity in my heart and in my mind.
Cool. Jumping back to the song that you just played in fatherhood, I'm a new father. I'm just curious, what can you instill any advice? I mean, singing lessons maybe.
Don't beat them.
Don't beat them?
Don't beat them.
I don't, what are you implying?
Nah, man, I mean, it's like, you know, I grew up where, you know, when you're naughty, the only way for a kid to learn is to get the belt or the wooden spoon and you know, not, I was kidding about beating, but you know. But
you weren't kidding about the wooden spoon.
I wasn't kidding about that.
It was a spoon.
It was a spoon, but you know what? I have a 20-year-old daughter.
Yeah. Which is crazy. You look very young.
Thank you.
I feel like I look older.
No, we look about the same age.
Oh, that's cool, because you're probably 10 years older.